Okay. Yes, so shortly about the project, it's been running for 2 years already, and basically it's called Jumpstart Your Career in Estonia, and we invite companies from different sectors in the Estonian labor market and ask them to introduce it to the students and talk about opportunities, how to start your career in some branches, how to look for job opportunities and so on. And it is a joint project between Institute of Baltic Studies and also it's financed by the European Commission Migration Integration Fund. So I cannot change the slide. Now I can. Yes, so it's already the 14th event, and we will be today from 3 to 5. And first we'll have 4 presentations, and then there will be a networking part where you can join the breakout room with the company that you are interested, asking more detailed questions to, and ask them if you want to. And yeah, first the introduction, then we will have a presentation of ADM group presented by Eelmets, and then we will have a presentation by Playtech. Angela Vuks will tell us about the company, and then there will be presentation of Arvato Financial Solutions Tech Center presented by Mina Arup, and then we will have GreenDice presentation presented by Aleksandra Lubkova, and then we will conclude the event and go to the breakout rooms. And just in case, a little code of conduct for today, while the presenters are presenting, keep your cameras and mics off, but you can turn them on when there is a Q&A session, so you're welcome. Then you can also post questions in the chat, and my colleague will read them out. And yeah, then just choose the breakout room that you would like to go to. So I think with that, we can go to our first presentation. Maria, the floor is yours. I think you can share the slides, right? You have the co-host. Okay, now you should be able to have a stop.
Yes, one moment, I will try. Sorry, looks like I haven't shared it in Zoom before, so I have to put some...
It's just you have this share screen.
Yeah, I just have to change some privacy settings. Yeah, I have to leave Zoom for a moment and then come back. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe then we can change the order, or we can wait for a minute. Sometimes Zoom can be tricky. And the demo, if you see that Maria is in the, okay, she's now here.
Okay, sorry for the delay.
Okay.
Host disabled participant screen sharing, it says.
Okay, yeah, because you logged out. Okay. You don't see the
Should I try now? Okay, can you see my presentation now? Sorry, I'm not on the first. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Great.
Okay. Okay, is it good now? You see everything, right?
Yes.
Great. So yes, hi, sorry for the delay. And I'm Maria from ADM Group. I'm the talent acquisition lead at ADM, and I will tell you a bit about who we are as a company and what we do and how we find new people. These are basically our group companies. So can you still see the presentation, right?
Yes.
Okay. So ADM is a group of different companies under one umbrella, and thanks to that, we can basically offer our clients full service solution, starting from creating strategies, UX, UI, ending with software development, cloud hosting, content management, etc. ADM was established in 1997, and currently we're the biggest digital services agency in Estonia. What we do in the ballpark, we establish strategies and create tactics, develop service solutions, e-commerce and sales platforms for websites, both for desktop and mobile. We build integration and middle layers into clients' business backend systems to connect clients' business infrastructure with new front-end services. We host and manage client server infrastructure in the AWS and Google and Azure cloud. We also have our startup accelerator called the Elevator Startups. So it's a great opportunity for our own people also to pitch their own ideas and get fundings. To continue, I wanted to tell you a bit about what we do, who we do it with, who our clients are. We've been working with our key clients for over 20 years for now already. So that well illustrates our main goal, which is to work with long-term projects and build long-lasting client relationships. I believe currently one of the longest projects in our house has lasted for about 7 years. However, of course, we work with smaller projects also. So we have different teams that are specialized for different clients, different needs, different projects. Some teams are based on one client, and then there are teams that are working with multiple clients on smaller projects that maybe last for say 3 to 6 months. I believe this also gives us the advantage of, in one hand, working with bigger projects, long-lasting client relationships, etc. But also, as people are different, they like different things. Some like working on long projects, other prefer maybe jumping from one project to another, finishing them quickly, getting new challenges maybe. So we have teams that are also specialized on smaller projects also. So we have like various options for our own employees also. Our clients, as you see, I've brought out a few of them here, are both local clients in Estonia and also some bigger international clients. And currently 35% of our work is export. And yeah, to illustrate more who ADM is, who we are at ADM as the people, I wanted to tell you a bit about our core values, as it probably says quite a lot about the company. So growth and learning is definitely one of the most important values we have. We want to grow, obviously, as a company. And we also want our people to have the will to learn. And on the other hand, given the possibility to grow inside the company. So this means that we need to create an environment where our people can learn and grow. And through that, we can grow as a company. So it's always great if our people want to learn new technologies, maybe change teams, maybe change projects, maybe even try another role or take the next step in their career. So this is something that we will always make possible within ADM, as we have many different teams and many different things to do. Taking responsibility, and here I don't mean only taking responsibility for oneself, but also as a team and as a company, we stand by one another and take responsibility for our own work, actions, and also for the whole team. Cooperation, like I just mentioned, we work together. So this is very important. Our team is not only the people in ADM, but also the client, our partners, in some cases, maybe even our families. So we all need to come together, work together, and cooperate for things to work best. Empathy. This is maybe one of the most important values for myself, as I'm a people's person. So we really care about our people and one another. And it's really important for us that our people feel that they have someone who cares about them. I don't like the saying that we're family, but we are a close-knit community, definitely here at ADM. We care about one another, and this is what we find very, very important. And we are goal-oriented. Like the 4 previous values I mentioned all help us in being oriented to our one common goal and reaching for it together as one team, starting from interns and ending with the CEO. As I mentioned, for myself personally, our people are our greatest value, actually. So we do a lot of things to keep people happy, healthy, satisfied. We were among the first companies to receive the gold level of family-friendly employer in Estonia in 2018, so 4 years ago. In 2020, we were also first awarded the diverse workplace label, and we also have signed the diversity charter in Estonia. Also, we're part of health promoting companies in Estonia, and we've been awarded the Responsible Business Index label. So yeah, maybe this resonates with the values we had. Like I mentioned, taking responsibility for oneself and for the team. We also take responsibility in a more general sense as a group of people, as consumers, as producers, the way our office is managed, etc. So basically, in everything we do, it is very important for us. When I asked a bunch of ADMers what makes this a good place for them to work, then the unanimous answer actually was our people. So this is where we put most of our focus in. I brought up Gallup here because we've used Gallup methodologies for about 8 years already in everyday leadership, putting together teams, in some cases even planning projects, and also in recruitment. One of the tools we use is Gallup Clifton Strengths test, which every employee of ours has taken, and we also use it in recruitment. It gives us sort of a strengths model of each individual, and it helps us to make sure that the person is in the right role, in the right place, in the right team. He fits with and also that the work he does is done in a way that that is best for them. So it helps like create realistic expectations, because we can't expect the same from everybody. We are all individuals with different strengths. So this is what we use in everyday life, actually, here in ADM. And also twice a year we use Gallup's Q12 employee engagement survey, which helps us to see how engaged and happy our people are with different subjects. And we also, after that, we have one-on-one meetings with everybody, team meetings, and we always choose like these focus topics to deal with for the next 6 months, so that all comes back to that everybody would be happy working with us for a long time. Yeah, we can move on from here. So maybe to illustrate what technologies we use. Here are maybe the most common ones we use, although there are some more. We currently have 9 software development teams that are, like I mentioned before, either client-based or technology-based. And as you see, there are some technologies here that are pretty popular these days, like Vue.js or Node.js, and some also that someone might consider like legacy technologies, or that don't have the best reputation amongst young people today, perhaps. Maybe like PHP, Drupal. I know maybe not most, but a lot of young people don't know what Drupal is. And it's actually lately been kind of a mission in our technology teams to bring these older technologies also more to young people again, and to show them that they can actually be fun, and you can actually really create big innovative projects with them. But as our technology stack is quite wide, then again, this is what we consider our strengths, that we can offer this diversity, because often developers want to learn new things, try out new things, new technologies, and there's always a chance to do that within ADM. So maybe if your team is using one technology, but when you want to try out another one, then there's always an opportunity to do it within the company, with just changing maybe your team. And actually, everybody's opinion also matters. So it's really, really okay, really common that our developers themselves offer new ways how to do things, and it's always very welcome. And to talk about interns, why I put this picture and thought here is that great developers never stop learning. So for us, actually, there's not a big difference between an intern or just an employee, or even the CEO. We're quite a flat company. Everybody's opinion matters. We're all equal here. So whether you're an intern or a senior developer, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same. Both our interns and new employees always have a mentor and social buddy to make the onboarding process smoother, and have support in all aspects of the company life, not just in learning the job or the technology. And well, obviously, our goal is that if we have an intern, then they can continue working with us after the internship is over. So we usually don't offer internships if we're not sure that we can offer them a full-time position afterwards. There are some exceptions, of course, if the intern themselves don't want that, but we always want to give this opportunity to them if they find that this is the place they want to work at, then that they would have this opportunity. Currently, we are actually working with a partner and finishing a course with a part of practical course done by ADM also, after which in a couple of weeks we will onboard 4 interns from that course. Unfortunately, this means that at the moment we don't have any available internship positions for this spring summer. However, we do often create positions if we haven't planned them, because a lot of interested people write to us outside of any vacancies. So if we see that the person would be a great fit into ADM, then there have been many cases where we just create an opportunity for them. So if anybody feels like ADM is a place to work and they need an internship maybe sooner than in the fall or next year, then you're always invited to write to us, and we will see what we can do. And yeah, we have had many good experiences with interns, both from Estonia and abroad, and we see a great value in creating opportunities for people to learn within a company and grow there together. So yeah, this is it for me. Thank you. Here's my email address. If anybody wants to get in touch, then you're always welcome. And if you have any questions, then I can answer.
Yes, thank you, Maria, for presentation. And everybody is very welcome to either turn on their mics and cameras and ask, or write in the chat. I see one question about internship opportunities. I think Maria has mentioned that at this exact moment, internships are not available, but the market is very dynamic, and I know from personal experience that it's a matter of months or weeks. So
exactly, the timing is kind of bad because we're just finishing one internship program, but there will definitely be more opportunities in the fall. And also, if like I mentioned, it's not it's common that we sometimes create opportunities for the right people. So if anybody feels like they'd want to get in touch and talk about opportunities, then you're welcome to write to me.
There is a question: what are the requirements for interns in general? Requirements, what interns have to do?
It's a tough question, as the positions are always very different. The main requirement, I would say, is that you want to learn and grow, which is one of the values at ADM. If you want to learn and grow, if you're motivated, then that's basically what you need. We've had interns. I actually had one intern this year who had never studied anything from this field, never worked in this field. And by today, they are a great asset and a great member of the team. So yes, I would say that the main requirement is to learn and grow, and depending on the position, then there are maybe some technical requirements, but not always.
We have another question about the opening time of internships, but as I understood, it's just you write the email and you get the answer, or you have some seasonal
We don't have any specific time at the moment. I know that we will open some possibilities in fall, but I don't know exactly when. But you can keep an eye on our LinkedIn page. We will probably promote them there.
And do you allow students to intern remotely?
Yes, we do. It is, of course, better to do it in the office, to be like face to face with your mentor or the colleagues, but we've had remote interns also, and well, these days we're really flexible and a lot of our team is working remotely, so it's not a deal breaker, definitely.
And I think it is one of the last ones. Are internships paid or they are unpaid?
Yes, we've had both options. In some cases, we've had people from the Estonian Unemployment Organization when the internships are not allowed to be paid. But in case of long internships, they are usually always paid.
Thank you very much. I think we can.
There's one last question, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, about the email. Okay. Yep, I think we have covered all questions. Maria, thank you again very much, and I hope that you will stay to the breakout rooms. Maybe students have some more questions to ask, and we will move on to the next presenter. It's Angela from Playtech. Angela, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Maria.
Share your slides. Yes.
Yes. Hi all, and thank you very much, Maria. So I will share my screen. Maria, it shows at the moment that it has been disabled for me.
For some reason I disabled everybody. Okay. Okay, you should be able to do it now.
Yes. Just a second. A bit wrong screen. So now it should be, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So hi again. And I'm glad to see quite a lot of participants here. So I am Angela and I'm the recruitment lead in Playtech Estonia. So basically my title means that I'm the responsible for the recruitment domain in our company and trying to continuously improve and develop how do we work here and what do we do. And also I do like hands-on recruitments myself too. I have some certain projects which I'm responsible for. So also quite aware of those pains and joins in which are for the candidates and then also for the employers. But then maybe I guess most of you might already have heard about Playtech, but a few words about that too. So Playtech is the world's leading online gaming software and then platform and services provider, basically. So our portfolio includes a lot of different products, such as, for example, casino games, sports betting, poker, bingo, lottery, so etc. And Playtech is dedicated to designing and developing and delivering high quality, like responsible gaming standards. So, and maybe some numbers about Playtech. We are a global company. We have around 7,000 employees in all over the world. Offices in 24 different locations. Then we have more than 150 global business customers, and then we operate in more than 30 regulated markets. So quite high numbers, I would say. And Playtech was founded actually in 1999 in Tartu, and until 2006, Playtech Estonia was the only development center of Playtech Group. So today, Playtech Estonia is still the core platform development and then the operational center of the entire corporation. Regarding the offices in Estonia, we have office in Tartu, as I already mentioned, and in Tallinn. So still, as it has been from the beginning, Tartu office is a bit bigger. We have around 500 employees here at the moment. And the Tallinn office, which is located in Ülemiste Technopol, there we have around 200 employees. So quite a lot of people altogether, I would say. Then I would like to show you a video. I hope I managed to start it. I guess I have to change the screen to do it. Let me check. So, yes. Maria, can you tell me, please, if you see the video on the screen?
Yes.
Perfect. I will start it.
There is no sound. No.
Sorry?
There is no sound.
Sorry.
I remember there was some.
Exactly.
Playtech was founded in Tartu, Estonia by 2 Estonian students and an Israeli investor. This was the start of the unicorn. With the arrival of the new millennium, Playtech started to develop rapidly. In 2001, the first server was set up on the island of Antigua and the first casino licensee was welcomed. In 2003, Live Casino Studio was launched in the Philippines, so players could experience the thrill of real-time casino gameplay. Also, Playtech's Bingo network hit the market and became an instant success. 2004, when Mark Zuckerberg created the social network Facebook, Playtech launched the soon-to-be world's largest online poker network called iPoker. Also, with the launch of VideoBet in Estonia, Playtech entered the land-based gaming terminals market and opened an office in Tallinn on Paldiski Road. Mobile gaming was launched the following year, enabling players to play on the go. 2006 was a monumentous year for Playtech, as Playtech's shares were successfully issued on the London Stock Exchange and the company officially became public. History was made in 2007 when Steve Jobs introduced the first iPhone to the world. That year was also the beginning of a new era in Playtech, as Moore Weiser was appointed CEO. In the following years, Playtech entered new markets in Italy and Spain, adding new licensees and products to its portfolio, including live TV shows, sports betting and the growth of bingo. By 2010, Playtech's headcount reached 1,000 employees. In 2011, First Game Studio was added and Playtech joined forces with a mobile platform developer. In Estonia, Playtech's development centre moved to its very own building on Vanamoina Street that houses Tartu office to this day. In 2012, when Queen Elizabeth II celebrated 60 years on the throne, Playtech was listed on the main market of the London Stock Exchange. Next year, Playtech diversified its profile by acquiring the world's largest independent poker school and community, PokerStrategy.com. In 2014, Playtech showcases its first ever multi-channel product and in the following year launched a complete, worldwide, omni-channel solution, Playtech One, giving players the freedom of any game across all channels, locations and devices through a single account. In 2016, when the rest of the world was mesmerised with finding new Pokemon Go characters, Playtech's Estonia site celebrated the opening of its brand new office at Ülemiste City. 2017 was the year when Batman joined forces with Wonder Woman to save the world, and Playtech made its largest ever content deal with Warner Brothers to develop iconic branded games such as Man of Steel, Dark Knight and Justice League. 2018 saw Playtech's biggest acquisition of all time, adding Snytech to Playtech family and combining its technology and talent with the powerful local gaming brand in Italy. Today, Playtech is continuously the world's leading supplier of online gaming software, thanks to a unique combination of innovative approach and cutting-edge technology. Per day, the company serves 500 million online played games and 1 billion transactions, with 6,000 talents in 19 global locations, over 150 licensees, more than 30 regulations, and 300 gaming brands powered. Playtech continues to set the safer gaming standards for the entire gaming industry.
So I will hop back to my presentation.
Your work can feel much smoother with Monday.com WorkOS. This smooth. All you need to do to get started is choose one.
So I hope you can see my presentation now again.
Yes, but it's not full screen.
So now it should be.
Oh, good.
Very good. So, and then what do we have to offer for the talents who would like to consider Playtech as an employer? So we have different options. We have for the students, we have internship program. The internship program actually has taken place already since summer of 2012. So quite a long time we have done it. And altogether, it lasts 9 weeks. So the application period, again, I also have to say the same as the previous speaker, that for this year, our internship program is over, and soon our new interns will already start working with us. But this is maybe good information for the next year. So usually the application period starts in the middle of February and lasts around 1 month. So it ends somewhere in the middle of the March, after which we will proceed with the test assignments. So yes, we do have test assignments for most of the internship positions as well. Usually they are quite simple, and also not only for us to have some understanding about the person's like maybe technical knowledge, but this is also a good reflection for the interns themselves to understand what do we really then do here, what do they need to do in this role where they apply. So the test assignment period usually lasts around 2 weeks, and somewhere in the end of March we start with the interviews, and this is also about the month, the period where we conduct the interviews. So there might be different interviews with the team, with the hiring manager, with the HR representative. So everything will be introduced by the responsible recruiter in this process. And also from the middle of April, where we already have interviewed some people, we start to give the feedback also for them, not to keep them waiting for too long, because I know that also interns, they might apply for different companies. So it's good to give feedback as fast as possible, not to keep anyone waiting until the last minute, and maybe therefore you reject some other company's internship offer. So yes, then we started quite as soon as possible, I would say. And feedback is always given for everyone. So it depends on the process. do we do it via email, or do our recruiters give you a call? But always you should get the feedback. So, and internship itself starts in the middle of June, somewhere like that. This year, I think the starting date is the beginning of the second week of the June. So I think we have around 50 new interns who start this year. So that is a huge number. And therefore, we also unfortunately cannot consider any additional applicants at the moment, because sometimes actually I also still encouraged to ask, at least, if you have missed the application period, or the deadline has passed, but still you are always welcome to reach out and ask if there is any possibilities to join. Sometimes it also may happen that some of the interns in some reason, or for some reason, they may reject our offer, or I don't know, have other thoughts, and we might have some vacancy available for the summer. So definitely just I encourage you to ask. But if not, then we will tell you and encourage to apply again maybe next year. Also this year, actually, or now already last winter, we had the first time a project called internship. This was only for the developers. We called it Java Special, and we were able to take around 10 Java developer interns to work for us with us in the winter period. And it started in the beginning of February, and also lasted around 9 or 10 weeks. So maybe we also do it this winter. So let's see, we have those discussions with our hiring managers somewhere in the autumn. So hopefully, if they are ready to hop on board again with that project, we would like to do it again. But then, all of our, if we're hoping to the real job or permanent job in Playtech, then all of our permanent jobs can be found on our career page. I added the page address here too. Also, we always advertise our open positions on the main Estonian local platform called CV Online. Also, most of the positions are advertised in LinkedIn. So you are feel free to look around there too and apply if you're interested. So I have to say here that we only accept the applications via our applicant tracking system, which is called Smart Recruiters. So for example, if you write us and send your CV to us via email, then most of the times you will get the reply that, hey, unfortunately, we cannot accept any CVs via email. There are several GDPR reasons. So we always then kindly direct people to apply via the Smart Recruiters link. So this is how our applications will be managed. So then currently we have different job vacancies. If you check the career page, you can see a full list there. Most of the positions are quite technical, like developers, QAs, DevOps, but also occasionally we have some more general roles, for example, project managers. We might have something from the HR field or administrative roles. So definitely something for everyone. So what else? I would say if we're talking about the requirements for some certain job, we always try to describe them on the job ad as detailed as possible, but not to make the job ad too long and too frightening. So I would say that we also consider the right attitude and willingness to learn and develop, not only the technical, how to say, background. So a lot of things are actually quite easy to learn if you are keen to learn and you are interested in doing this. So our positions are often these kinds where we can include people from very junior profiles to very seniors. So, but yeah, it depends on a certain position. But yes, so if you're like reading our job ad and don't know if it's worth to apply or should you try, and you're hesitating or having like additional questions, so again, feel free to reach out via email. Our recruiters' emails are added also on Playtech's career page. So feel free to reach out and ask for our help and advice. Then what else? Maybe shortly about the application process, so that you would know what will be waiting for you in these terms as well. So all of our recruitment processes contain or include different steps. First of all, and then for sure, always you meet at first the recruiter who is responsible for that recruitment project. And the first step is like a screening call with the recruiter. It's usually a 30 minutes quick call. We always prefer video calls, not that we are like calling you via the phone. So, and during that video call, you can discuss basically from the both of the parties actually, what are the main expectations, what are the thoughts around the position, any questions. The recruiter will give you an overview about the company, like our general values and what we do here. So, and after that, if there's a match from both of the sides, then there will be also like proper interviews. And interviews might be also different with the team, with the hiring manager. Definitely there will be also a proper HR interview, we like to call it so, where you again meet that recruiter, but then you already have some more time and you can discuss around different topics, which include like your soft skills, your motivation, your general values, what you expect from an employer, how can we support you, and things like this. So, and yes, often also actually in the permanent positions recruitments, we include technical assignments. So this is something which people who apply to Playtech usually should take into account, that we prefer to have technical assignments in our processes as well. I think it is good for both of the parties. It gives us the better understanding about your technical background and or theoretical knowledge around it. And for the candidate, it gives the overview what we do in this role, as our test assignments are always built similarly as the role actually requires or contains the same tasks which you actually have to do in this role. So, and if all of this part is done, there will be also background check. This is also a mandatory step for all of our candidates, and there we do the reference check and we do also criminal background check. So, and if this is done and everything is okay from the both parties, then we are ready to proceed with the offer. Then what I maybe would like to highlight here, as I already mentioned, that we consider very strongly also the attitude and the willingness and to learn and develop, and also the motivation to join us. Like we're always considering candidates based on their competencies, soft skills, like general background. We are never making any decisions based on the like nationality, age, gender. So all of the like different nationalities are very welcome in our company. Currently, we have 36 different nationalities, by the way, which is quite a big number, I would say. And we really do believe in Playtech that like differences enrich our working culture. So we are happy to include different people for our positions. And I think that diversity topic and including different nationalities in one company is also like as like important topic today, as a lot of companies today in Estonia celebrate the diversity day. So did we. During the lunchtime, we had a lot of different diversity activities where many people took part. So it was quite fun. But then before we hop to the questions round, I would also again like to show you one more video. I hope it works without that I have to share my screen again. So I will give a try. This is our brand new video, as the previous one was a bit older. And this one is actually just recently published. So I'm happy to share with you that as well.
So, why should you join Playtech?
We offer comfortable and flexible working conditions and many opportunities of growing inside the company itself.
Founded in 1999 in the culture capital of Estonia, we are now one of the magical unicorns residing here with offices in both Tallinn and Tartu.
The engaging onboarding program for new workers starts a month before joining Playtech. It helps new members get a hold of the system before working full-time.
Welcome! We also have a motivational program called the Fish Fund. It offers compensation for personal health, entertainment, sports and home office equipment.
Playtech cares equally about its workforce and clients. Using cutting-edge technology, we have developed systems that both give us real-time insight into ongoing gaming sessions and keep our customers safe from making unwise financial decisions in the heat of the moment.
And if this doesn't strike your fancy, here are some numbers. We work in over 20 countries, have more than 39 million active players, use more than 24,000 virtual machines and over 39,000 terabytes of storage space.
Yup, that's a lot.
But we would be nothing without our people.
People from all walks of life, people like you, watching this video.
So hey, why not take this seat right here?
So, why?
So, and I will stop sharing my screen. I hope you enjoyed the video and feel free to send me your questions.
Thank you, Angela. I certainly did enjoy the video. I hope students did too. We have a couple of questions. One is actually connected with the one we have missed the previous time about employment conditions. If a student gets employed by Playtech, do they get academic leave, or how does this study and work balance work?
Actually, it is so that in general, by the law, your like student visa, what you use to study for studying here, actually it allows you to work full-time as well, as long as you fulfill all the like criteria from the school. So, and we of course we would prefer, if possible, that people would work full time, but also for the interns we have like different options. So I know that also this year's summer interns, actually a lot of them start with part-time. So it totally depends up to you. How do you feel? Are you capable to work full-time, or do you prefer part-time? So it's up to the discussion, and we are always like open to consider different options. But of course, I cannot say that, or I would say that we, if possible, we would prefer full-time, but yeah, it's up to the discussion.
Yes, and also from my side, because we had those employment market trainings, I also know that if there is a master thesis or something, then the student can take this leave before writing it, like this kind of is entitled to this holiday period as a student.
You are right, Maria. There is actually a certain number of days per year which you can use for like a study leave, as a study vacation, and also before like graduating or for writing your thesis, there is extra, I think it was 10 days extra which you can take as a study leave. So yeah, there is a certain number of days for that.
Thank you. And we have a more detailed, I guess, position related question. For Java developer intern, do you ask algorithm questions similar to lead code during interview?
That is a really good question, to be honest. I think I cannot answer to this very correctly. I should first find out with some of our like technical leads, as they like have different test assignments. So I would rather not answer to that at the moment. The person who asked that can share me his or her email address, and I will find it out, then I can give you correct answer.
And also there is a question related to payment. Do we answer questions related to payment? What is the salary range for entry-level developers at Playtech?
Well, unfortunately, I am not able to share our ranges today here, but I would say that we are prepared to pay right salary for the right person.
Okay, thank you.
And actually, maybe I can also add here that our internship is also paid.
Yeah, that's a good remark. Yes, and another one for winter internship, as you mentioned, Java developer, what time is ideal to apply?
We will advertise if we open the internship application period also for this year, then we will advertise it on our internship page. So the same which was mentioned in my slides, and maybe I can share, or you can find it by Googling from our homepage. So we always advertise it there. We haven't discussed it yet, what would be the start of the application period. But if the date is set, then we will definitely advertise it on the internship page.
Thank you. And there was one about this academic leave, 10 days, and then how long or how many days can one have? As I understood, it's this general labor law requirement, 28 days, so holidays, right? Like
it is. If you are working full time in Estonia, then by the law, you are entitled with 28 calendar days as a vacation.
Okay, I think there are no other questions related to internships or employment or anything else. Thank you very much, Angela. And I would honestly encourage participants to keep in mind the opportunities and kind of mark it in your head and apply, because the earlier you know, the better, and it's certainly a great chance. Okay, I hope you will stay until the end of the event, so if somebody has a question, they can ask. Okay, and we are moving on to our next presenter company. It's Arvato Financial Solutions Tech Center. And I would give the floor to Mina. We agreed that I will share the slides, right? If Mina is
Yes,
here.
that would be lovely. Thank you.
Yes.
And hi, everyone from my side as well. So happy to be here, and also happy Diversity Day.
Yes.
All right. Yes, it's working.
Is it full screen?
Seems so. No, not anymore. No,
I shared my presentation.
You shared yours? Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, good. Yes.
All right. Very, very happy to meet you. And I'm happy that you're in a search of internships and that you're interested in what we are saying. We are Arvato Financial Solutions Tech Center, and we are a big German corporation, actually. I've been working in AFS almost 3 years now, and I must say I just love it here. Like if you want to achieve something, then they will do everything they can to make your dreams come true. So it's just a wonderful place. But if we're going to the next slide, then you can. In here, we have put some of the things that people, our own employees, have said about us. And as you can see, there's also 2 people who started as interns. We have had many interns before, but yeah, these 2 are, we just brought them out here. Like Olha is started as an intern, and then she became software engineer, and now she's also a team lead. And Aleksandra is just an amazing person who just has grown so fast. She has been in different teams, and she's also like, what I want to say here for you is that if you have the willingness, then you can achieve things here. And as you can maybe read from some of these quotes also, is that what comes out from our team members is that we are a diverse team. We have really knowledgeable people from who you can learn from. And I know that some people don't like to say that their companies like their family, because there are 2 different things, but really it has this kind of like family feeling that everybody are really like keeping that everybody would feel nice here. So that's a really nice feeling here. And also Anni Bessi, who now is managing director, but also started as a team lead. So yeah, and as you can see, no difference where you're from. Like you can be a female, male, from whatever nationality, whatever color, that really doesn't matter to us. It's the willingness of you to learn, and yeah, and that you are interested in the IT sector. Okay, but if we're going to the next slide. Oh, also maybe one thing. As I said, our name is Arvato Financial Solutions, but it is quite a big name. So maybe some of you have seen us also as the A team. So that's also how you can know who we are. Okay, but if we're going to the next slide. Then, as I said, we are quite a big company. Actually, not in Estonia. Here we have 160 plus people, but we belong to a big German group called Bertelsmann, and Bertelsmann is really like a huge media group. But this Arvato Financial Solutions, as it says, financial solutions, that's what we do as well. That is also one of the solutions lines. And if we go to the next one, then we really learn and have fun together in the A team. And if we go to the next slide, then you can see what we're doing here. So we really learn constantly. And yeah, we have different teams, different projects from all over the world. And it's also very natural that you're moving from one team to another if you are not satisfied with your team. So this is also really normal. Also, we have a really huge learning platform called PeopleNet. There we have thousands of different courses. So basically, you can just constantly learn new things whenever you wish. It doesn't even have to be IT related. So there are also soft skills and mentoring and like so many, like I studied from there like songwriting. So it's really a lot of different courses, whatever you can think of, and it's all free for you. Also, we have tech days where valuable external and internal speakers are telling about like teaching you new things maybe that you haven't known. We have in-house library. Also, we are really supporting our employees that they can continue or finish their studies, because like if you can do your work, then we really want that you can achieve also your educational goals. And yeah, really here you can learn from the brightest minds. So it's really nice. If you go to the next slide. Then we also have very good work environment. I know a lot of companies are saying that, and probably it's true as well. But like for here, it really is. We practice open door management, so you can just go to managing director and talk with them whatever you want. We are maybe what's good thing to know is that we are located at Tallinn near Telliskivi. No, Telliskivi. So we have a really nice view to the old town. Every month we have all hands meetings where we are celebrating people's birthdays and then just our achievements. We have really transparent communication, so everybody knows what's happening in the other projects or so on. Yeah, we have top-notch technical stuff. So also, yeah, if we go to the next slide, then you can also see that we have fun together. So we have big celebrations, team events, like summer events, winter events, different team events. Yeah, there are some links, but I think let's not open them. I would just say that if you go to our social media or YouTube, then you can see all of our events, what we have done. Also from common hobbies, our own company band started. So what I want to say here is also like, if you want to start something here, then it is possible if you have the initiative. Yeah. And if we talk about the A team, like what positions we have and so on, is that so we like the whole list over there is the main positions. Yeah, and maybe a good thing, like maybe financial solutions doesn't tell you like a lot what we are doing. So we have like payment debt collection teams, risk management, financial platforms, then also payment gateways, and also first and second level support and security teams. So it's basically the whole order to cash chain is everything what we do there. And as I said, we have 160 plus people from 13 plus different teams and around 26 different countries. I think at the moment it should be even like 27, so it's always growing. It's not as much as in the Playtech, like we're 10 nationalities down, but it's still like a big amount, and everybody are in Tallinn. And this is just such a nice environment, because every day you learn from like different nationalities as well, and they bring their own like understanding. So it's constant learning. It's just wonderful. Yeah, and more than half of our employees are from outside of Estonia. So from this map, you can also see like all the places we come from. Okay, but if we go to the next slide, then for you, why you are even here, right? Also, as the others have said, that we don't have this kind of like at the moment this kind of internship possibilities, but that doesn't mean that you can't share your profile with us, because since these offers that okay, let's start from there. Our offer for you would be that we have at the moment this kind of 24/7 IT service desk analyst position. And if I have put here the things that will help you succeed in the role. So basically it's straight from the job ad. And here I want to also help you, because I know that a lot of interns, or if you're just starting, then you look this, okay, minimum of 1 year of relevant experience. Oh my God, how can I get it if nobody gets me to work? But here we really don't take it that seriously. Like here, if you have some school projects, or you have like a really deep that you want to learn the IT, and you are keeping yourself always up to date with the new things, then that is okay for us. So just you can send us your CV, LinkedIn profile, and then you can just like let us know like what you have done previously. And it can be even like a school project or something like this. Then we just want to have the understanding of what kind of worker you are, what kind of person you are. As you can see, interpersonal skills are like communication, and would be good if you have analytical skills, because this position you have to basically you have an incident, then you have to do the basic troubleshoot, and then maybe send it to another software team to do the full thing. But you can do the main thing, and this is really good position for the stepping point and for the start of the career. That's why we offer it for you. We don't have the internship for you, but we have the real job for you. So I think maybe it's better. But if you think that, okay, maybe this position is not for me, then you can still write us and say that, okay, what kind of internship you would want. And if we don't have this kind of like internship period, like if we have to talk with teams and say that, okay, do you have time to take somebody and teach them? Because if you're coming to an internship and nobody can teach you, then there's no point, right? So we want to give you the full experience. So that's why also we don't have like a specific internship, but you can just tell us what would you like to do, and then we can maybe find place for you. But overall, for the whole positions, as you can see, what we are looking in our company is that friendly team player, good English, because everybody's speaking here in English, the whole work will be in English, and also self-driven, that you want to learn, that you're willing to learn. And I really like how I'm really sorry, I can't remember the first presenter name, but I really like the saying that the developers never end this learning process. So this is like constant thing. Also for this 24/7 IT service desk analyst position. So as you can see, as the name also says, 24/7. So they're also at night shift. So that's why some of the students have also took that, because it's really, you can manage this work and school life better a little bit. But what is the application process? So basically, you will have an introductional short video call with our recruiter, then a little bit more technical call with team manager. And after that, we will have a job shadowing, where you can come for 2 hours to our company and look the team, meet the team members, also see what they do, so that you would have understanding. Would you like to work in our environment with these. Would you like to work with us? So what you have to do, then just write to our CV at arvato.com or go to itarvato.com, and there you can see all our positions. There is also one place where you can there's a place like if you haven't found the position you're looking for, then you can just write there if you don't want to put in the specific position. Yeah, and if you get to internship, then it's also paid. But that's quite it from my side. Also, I have put here the main recruiter, the contact as well, Kairi. But as from Playtech, also we have this kind of GDPR rules that you have to put some kind of tick to some places that you agree to give your information and so on. So yeah, it's better to come to us via our website actually. But yes, thank you so much for putting it in the comments. Yeah, and do you have any questions for us?
Yes, thank you, Mina, for the presentation. It's very encouraging, and it's very nice to hear that there are so many companies like that who appreciate diversity and who are ready to take in international students. And we have questions about office in Tartu. The Arvato is fully in Tallinn, right?
Yes, it's only in Tallinn, but we have I think 6 people who are working from Tartu, but from home office. So it's doable, but I think for interns, then it's maybe better to be on the place and then see the real work next to the person, right?
Yes, but in general, it's possible to do it remotely, right?
Yes.
If the candidate is right. Mm-hmm. And how flexible it is to manage with the studies?
This if we're talking about this 24/7 area position, analyst position, mm-hmm. Then this is basically it's a shift job. So you just have to say that, okay, these times I can work. So then it's up to other people as well, but this is a little bit movable, where you will be. So you just have to talk with the team lead and find the right positions. But we have a couple of students who study and work at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And maybe one more curious question from me: what are usually interns are universal? There is no particular they help all teams, or they are assigned to one, or how do you do?
Usually we're taking the interns to a specific team because we have clients who can say that, okay, we can take them and so on. So usually it comes to the specific team, but if during this period or end of the period you think that, oh, I would like to see what that team also doing, then if the team is open to take them, then it's also no problem to go and look the other team activities.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, so I kind of have a little question to ask. I'm interested in the IT analyst support role, but mm-hmm. It's just an interest. I am from a different background altogether. I'm a landscape architect, but I have interest in the IT field, and I took some courses online on customer support associate, IT support associate. Mm-hmm. But I haven't had the practical experience or the job on experience. How would this case be? Because I'm interested and I would love to put my application through.
I think like it's understandable that you like if you're just starting, then where you can get the like experience if we're not giving it to you, right? And it's if you as you said, you have had some courses, right, about this was it customer what can you say again?
Customer support.
Customer support.
Yeah.
So you have the
IT is actually customer IT support specialist.
Yeah, good. So then you have already something. So just put I think already applied through our homepage to the position, and then you can also write us that you got the contact from here, and then we can see what we can do for you.
All right, sure. That's nice.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, I can see Edward's question as well, that some German-speaking team as well. Yes, actually we have one German-speaking team, but they are doing like in English and in German some work. So yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. It might be an opportunity for some people. Yes, great. If there are no other questions, I think because we're quite not in the time frames, but that's good. That always happens. Okay, Nina, thank you very much for the presentation. I hope you will stay until then, so maybe some people have more questions. And we are moving to our last presenter for today. Yes, okay, we have another one. Nina, if you can stay with us for a moment more. Yes, please, Vishal.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was great understanding Arvato. I have a quick question for you, ma'am. So I was earlier working with Ernst & Young back in India as a business consultant in technology consulting. So does Arvato has any opportunities? I know it's purely IT consulting. So are there any business consulting opportunities? Specifically, if there is a role where you're deploying any ISO solutions for your clients.
We have business analyst positions and product owners that are dealing with clients. So maybe something from that side, but it still has a little bit like this IT thing in it. So I don't know if that's for you, something that you would look for.
Sure.
If
Thank you
so,
so much.
then just write us.
Sure, I will. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mina, thank you again.
Of course.
Yes, and now we can move to Aleksandra from GreenDice, which is quite a young company, and she has a presentation about the company and about opportunities there. Aleksandra, if you could take the floor and share your screen.
Yes.
Okay, I think you have the rights, the co-host, yes.
Yes, can you see the slides?
Yes. Do you want to put them full screen?
Yes.
It's okay. Good.
Now you see it correctly, right?
Yes, everything is good.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aleksandra, and I'm coming to you from a very unique company called GreenDice. And I will start my presentation with introducing into GreenDice, and then after I will talk about some opportunities for internship. And probably you haven't heard about us yet because we are a very new organization which has been on the market only since September this year. And I personally started to work in GreenDice in August when we were like launching the company. And for this moment, my position is a partnerships specialist, and our CEO is Argo Alani. And yeah, let's start. So our main vision is to make other companies a better IT technology consumers, and through this create opportunities to all the people in the world. And mainly, our target group are those weaker people who do not have an access to a quality hardware because of a lack of money. And those are usually people from like smaller towns or bigger families where there is only a mother or father and a lot of children, and they just can't afford themselves to buy a computer for their children and to do their studies. And also the same problem is appealing in developing countries. And to start with, I want you to make sure that computer itself is a device that can change every human's life dramatically. In one computer with an internet access is so much knowledge that actually no library can provide you with. And if you know how to use it correctly, you can actually make the greatest change in your life and in your life quality. Starting with working in your dream job or learning everything you want, and starting earning money to live a better life and step out from the status of being this weakest target group. And actually, while using a computer and using it properly, you have an ability to work online from your home country, having no obligation to leave your home place because there is just a lack of workplaces. And GreenDice actually has degenerated from a company who was selling business class computers and IT technology to companies for 13 years. And we know that there are some problems in this market, which are that companies and company workers do use their IT equipment very badly, and because these are not their personal property. And the second biggest problem is that used hardware, which companies are using, is just standing in their warehouses because those companies can't find a proper way what to do with this IT technology after. And if you imagine a company where there are like 10,000 plus employees and everyone is using a computer, and technology is always work processes do always need a more powerful IT technology, and our world is very innovative and quickly changing. So they do have to replace their computers very quickly. And if a company has like 10,000 plus employees, so what are they doing with those devices? And this is a problem which appears in I would say, in the most of organizations. Sometimes those companies do take this step that they use a rent model. So they're actually renting those computers, and after 3 years of use, they are bringing those back to a provider, right? And what this provider makes with them, they are selling them to retailers, and those retailers have to clean those computers, change some details, and update them so they can after sell them. And this process, where they put a lot of money and a lot of their time, has to be paid. So actually, one used or second-hand handed device with a grade C condition can cost a person up to 500 euros. And if we're speaking about our target group, it is totally unaffordable for them. So they can't put so much money into a used device, like 500 euros, if you think. And to solve these problems, we are making some innovation, and we are creating a new consumption culture to make companies' devices last longer. And we are promoting them to use only high quality and sustainable devices that could after create a value and opportunity to everyone to come into this IT technology market. And for now, we're starting with the Estonian and Latvian markets because we have employees here and there. But our greater mission is to reach those developing countries because like there are some people who haven't ever touched or like hold the computer in their own hands and actually living this life that we were living like 40 years ago. And there is actually no perfect IT technology circulation in this world, because otherwise all the people would have an access to IT devices a long time ago. However, a lot of companies do claim that they do it, but the fact that you do not know where your device is going after can't make this circular economy work. And we're not selling those second-hand computers and computer technology. Instead, we revalue those units in the worldwide communities where people can join us for €9.90 per month and get an access to a well-kept computer. When we supply them with those computers, we actually providing them an educational platform where what they can use during the computer use. And we're the first company who does this circular economy in a phase of IT technology from the very first step when a company buys a new device. And actually, we're not selling them now because like we are moved from this company who was selling those devices to GreenDice fully. But still, if company do have an interest to use those sustainable and quality devices, we can also always promote or recommend good partners who we know that do sell only a good quality stuff. And up to the last step, when a computer's life cycle is over, and we are delivering those devices to a material reuse. And as I told, like when you're doing a circular economy, you have to do it transparent. Only this way it could work. And actually for like larger organizations and companies, we do provide such an opportunity to reduce their CO2 emission. And with our model, we can also make it negative for organizations. And if you do feel that this topic is something interesting for you, you can always contact me and I will tell you a bit more about this and how we do it, because I won't waste your time in here and we have like some time limits. So I will skip this step. And for internship, we're able to provide 3 different positions for you in purpose that you, owing your knowledge, you can help us to bring this idea into real life. And the first position is actually a very simple one, where we are looking for a technician to whom we will explain what is a sustainable and quality computer is or hardware is, and we're ready and how this computer could bring a longer value to our society. And the person in this position could help us to prepare those companies' use devices for our community, this target group, like weaker target group, and we're like cleaning them, updating them, changing some details, so it would be pleasant for other people to use some second-hand devices. The second position we are offering is a GreenDice promoter abroad. If you are the person who do love to speak, and as we know, you're all like foreign students, so it will actually help us a lot if you could make an analysis on your home country market and how would they relate themselves to a GreenDice model. As I told, we have like actually a lot of opportunities for organizations, and our name is GreenDice, which means that we have like those 6 facets, if you see it here in a picture, and every facet means an opportunity for an organization. And interesting fact about this CO2 footprint that I would like to mention is that actually one basic set for one employee, which contains computer, keyboard, mouse, and headphones, do have a 2,000 kilogram of CO2 footprint only per one person. And if you think a bit that in the world there are very, very large companies where there are like millions of employees, so you just can calculate how big CO2 footprint they give to this planet. And also the one biggest value what we create to companies is that their use devices, what they are not knowing what to do with, we have a solution for it. And the second position for internship is a developer of our studying environment. And actually, this is the point that we are different from all the other companies, that actually we're not bringing only a device, only a computer to people, but we are giving them a like purpose. So a person who gets a computer from us has automatically an access to our studying environment. And for this person, we need a person who would help us to make this material for them. And it will be very great if that would be in English. That's why we are here, so we can talk about us. And the material, so we'll start from some technical side of a computer. So for example, if one older man will get a computer and he hasn't never used it, so for him it will be very valuable to know how the computer works. And finishing with teaching how to use some different programs that, for example, some students do have to know before entering work market. So yeah, and we are very open to have you, and I will show you some pictures that we have made in our social projects. We're bringing those computers that we get from the companies to some schools and families for free. Sometimes we're doing like social projects, and for example, those boys who are wearing those headsets, we got them from one company for whom those were like rubbish, and for those 3 boys, they were like just like a gold. They haven't ever touched headphones and haven't ever had their own ones. So the thing that for one is a rubbish, for the other is like real value. And here we had like one event with a concise company. And here we brought our computers that we got from other companies, and all together we cleaned them, updated them, and all those devices has gone to schools. So yes, here is one more picture from our project. And thank you from my side. And if you have any questions, you're very welcome to ask.
Yes, thank you, Aleksandra, very much for the presentation. It was very interesting to hear about the company and the mission of the company, because it's something I have I've never heard about such thing before. We have a couple of questions already. I think we'll start with more general. How to apply for the internship? Do people write to you or to
Actually, as we are like a new company, we do not have this internship program. And when we were like you reached us, and we were really glad to present our company. And you can just call me or write me an email, and you can come to our office and we will discuss all the opportunities we have to give you.
Okay, so I will
write my email.
Write your email, please. And also, I think we will send out the final email to the participants after the event, where we will list the contacts, but just in case. Yes.
You can call me as well.
I'll just post it to the general chat. We have a question about the technician intern opportunity. Do you know, is it about front end, back end, or full stack?
Maybe this is like a bit like silly for me, but I'm not like a technician, and I do not know what these words actually mean.
Okay, I think people can just write to the email, and then it will be
and I will forward it to the smarter people. I'm like a person who are making those partnerships with the organizations and finding those organizations. And unfortunately, I'm not very in course with those words.
It's okay. I guess we can just encourage the person to send the CV, and then it will be taken care of. Yeah, what is the time frame? If people apply for the internship, how long will it last? What are the future prospects?
Actually, you can just really call me, and if I have time, we can meet already like on Friday, and we can discuss all the details. The main the main factor for me is that you are interested in this green and sustainable stuff, and if you can relate with our topic, I'm sure that we can find a place for you. We're quite small organizations, so I think that we could take only like 3-4 people, and for now we are considering to take those for like the whole summer. And if you're like working at the same time or studying at the same time, you can always do it like part-time. It's very okay with us. So if you can come to our office like several times a week, it's very okay with us. So, and actually, as we are like in kind of startup status, so we are always very open to have your suggestions, and we can always look at your position and make some changes to it. So we are like very flexible and very open to have you.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer. Yes, if there are any more questions, maybe people want to ask directly.
So if you really have questions, please write me. I will answer it. And if you want to meet with us, come to our office. We're very happy to see you and talk about us, because the more people know about us, the biggest chance is so the other companies will know about us. So like, you're very welcome to come.
Thank you very much. And maybe a small question from me, if people are not asking any. It's only in Tallinn, the internship, or it can be technically done remotely? For example, this promoting in the country.
This promoting and this educational platform, they actually can be done like online. So as I told, we are very flexible, but this technician position, I think that this couldn't be done like online. So a person should come to our office.
Okay, I think if no other questions are asked, then people can just reach you.
Yes.
Yes, and we will proceed to the conclusion of the formal part of the event. Then we have not a lot of time, just 9 minutes, but if people would like to enter the breakout room, then in about 3 minutes we can do that. I will just share my screen again to show you some final links and information. Okay. Okay. Yes. About our speakers. There is the links to the websites. I hope they are right. If they are not, then I guess by Googling or by, we will send a general email. You can reach out to people and send your CVs or ask more questions or just inquire about opportunities. From our side, our project, unfortunately, is finishing in June. So this was actually one of the last events where we are presenting, where the companies take part and where the opportunities are presented. But for official information about the project, you can visit our website or our Facebook group. We'll put this information in the email too. And one of the last events of the project will take place on, okay, there is something drone. I don't know how it happened, but well, it will take place on May 17th. And it will be a physical event in Tallinn in the Nordic Hotel Forum. And there will be, I don't remember the full list of the companies, but there will be Swedbank and Wise and one more, and they might have IT opportunities too. So if you're in Tallinn, we would be very happy to see you there, and there will be light snacks provided as well and networking, and it's completely free for students. So I think it's an opportunity that is worth taking. And there are recordings of our events which are available on our YouTube page, YouTube channel. For example, volunteering in Estonia from December. And yeah, volunteering is another approach to take to enter the labor market too. On this note, I think, yes, the last part, we will also send this link, but we would like to hear your feedback about the event. It will help us make our future projects better and just to see what can be improved, what can be added. So we will add this link to the chat too and send it via email as well.